Hi, so today we'll be going to solve this question, find pivot element in a sorted array. So why I have taken this question, because the last video which I made was very much related to the question which I'm going to do right now. So the previous video was search in a rotated sorted array, right? And we'll be using the concepts of that question in this question. So I decided to make the video on this question first, right? So now let's see what's the question. So first of all, the pivot element particularly means either minimum or maximum. So in a rotated sorted array, we need to find either the minimum element or the maximum element. So in this question, we need to find the minimum in a rotated sorted array. So let's see what's the question says. Suppose an array of length n sorted in ascending order is rotated between 1 and n times. For example, the array 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 might become this and this if it was rotated 4 times. So see, if the array is rotated 1 time, this last element will come at the front. If it is rotated 2 times, then these two elements will be coming in respective order in the front of the array, right? So we need to find the minimum in this rotated sorted array. Given the rotated sorted array nums of unique elements, return the minimum element of this array. You must write an algorithm that runs in big O of log n time, right? So before proceeding with this question, I would recommend you watching the previous video, which I will link in the I button of this video or in the comment section below. I'll recommend you watch that video because it is very much important to understand the concept behind this problem. Both are somewhat same. So you must write an algorithm that runs in big O of log n time. That means it is expecting us to use binary search algorithm, right? So let's see what's then example number 1 with the 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 and output is 1 because the minimum element is 1, right? So let's see how we'll be going to solve this. Talking about the naive solution, if the interviewer asks you to give the approach of this question, you will expect he would expect you to begin with a naive solution, which is indeed big O of log n time, where you will iterate the whole array and find the minimum element. That's easy. Now an optimization over this is we'll need to reduce the big O of n time complexity to big O of log n complexity, right? So the idea is to use binary search algorithm. So what we'll be going to do is, as usual in any binary search algorithm, we'll find the minimum middle element, which is low plus high divided by 2. So the middle element will be going to be this one, right? And now we need to find whether the left part of this middle element is sorted or the right part of this middle element is sorted. So how we'll be going to check this? See, if we'll now going to check the leftmost corner element of the left subarray and compare it with the middle element. If this element is less than the middle element, that means the left part is sorted, otherwise the right part is sorted. It's easy, right? So in this case, 6 is bigger than 1, which is indeed greater than middle element. So that means the right part of this array is sorted. Now we need to take care of the fact that if the right part of this if the right part is sorted, that means for this subarray, for this right sorted part, the middle element, the minimum element would be the first element indeed. So we'll be using a variable called min and putting this middle element in it. That means the minimum element of this right sorted part is 1, because see, if the array is sorted in an increasing order, the minimum element in that sorted array will always be the first element. So we are using that fact in this question. So the minimum element would be 1. Now we have got the minimum element of this sorted array. We'll skip this whole right sub array and move to the left hand side, right? So we are neglecting the half part of the array, so that is why we'll be getting the big O of log n time complexity, right? And now we'll be going to use the same fact over here. We'll reduce the array to this subarray and check for the middle element, right? And now we'll check if the left part is sorted or the right part is sorted. So in this case the left part is sorted because the leftmost corner element of the left part is less than the middle element. And now that means that the middle low element, means the element at the position low, will be the minimum, right? Because the left part is sorted, and in any sorted array the first element is the minimum element. And now we'll compare with the last minimum element, and if it is less than the last previous minimum element, which was 1, we'll add it in the replace that minimum with the latest minimum. We'll be using this similar fact, and at the last we'll be getting the minimum element in the whole rotated sorted array. So while I was doing this question, I used this approach to solve the problem. So the time complexity of this approach is theta of log n, not the big O log n, it's theta of log n. Why? Because we are, no matter what, we are iterating through the whole array until low becomes greater than the high, right? So in a binary search algorithm, we have a condition while low less than equal to high, and if low becomes greater than high, we'll terminate that while loop. So we are using this while loop until low becomes greater than high. So that means the time complexity is theta of log n. There is a more efficient, not an efficient but a slight modification that we'll be going to add in this current implementation in a little bit further. So now let's try to code what I explained you. So we'll start with the variable low and initialize it with 0. High will be initialized with b. I'll rename it as array ar dot length -1, and I'll initialize a min, use a min variable to keep a check on the minimum element, and we have found till now, which will be initialized by integer dot max value. So what this gives, it gives the maximum value an integer data type can hold. So we'll get this value in the minimum variable. Sorry. So now we'll start with our original binary search, which is while low less than equal to high, and we'll compute the middle element, which is low plus high divided by 2. So now I have not taken care of the overflow condition, because in constraints it is given that n can range from 1 to 5000. So we don't need to take care of the overflow that can happen when adding two variables low plus high. So I haven't done low plus low minus high minus low divided by 2, which I have explained in a previous video. So low plus high divided by 2, and now we'll check if ARR of low less than equal to ARR of mid. If that's the case, we know that the left part is sorted, and what left part sorted means that the first element of the leftmost sorted part is the minimum of that subarray. So we'll be doing minimum of ARR of low less than min, then only we'll be going to add ARR of low, otherwise min. So what I've done over here is I've checked if the ARR of low, that is the first part of the leftmost sorted array, less than min. If yes, then we'll be adding ARR of low in the minimum, or otherwise the minimum will remain the same. And after that we'll be doing low equal to mid plus 1, and we'll move to the right hand side because we have got the left minimum element of the leftmost sorted part. Else what we'll be doing is we'll going to the right hand side. Else if ARR of high greater than equal to ARR of mid. If that's the case, then we'll be knowing that the right hand is sorted and we'll be adding minimum accordingly. Less than a min, then we'll be adding ARR of mid, otherwise the minimum will remain the same, and then afterwards we'll be doing high equal to mid minus 1, and that's it, I think so, and we'll return minimum at the last. So what I've done, I have computed mid at the first hand, and checked either the left part is sorted or the right part is sorted. If left part is sorted, we'll be moving to the right hand side, and if right hand part is sorted, we'll be moving to the left hand side after doing the minimum in the both parts. So we'll return minimum. Yeah, so the output is correct, and I think we need to submit it now. Yep, so this code worked absolutely fine. There was no problem with it, though I have explained you earlier the time complexity is theta of log n. So there's one more concept behind this question, which is based on the inflection point. So what is an inflection point? Let me explain you. Yep. So inflection point is a point in an array, in strictly increasing array, in which the next element is smaller than the current element. So if we consider this array, which was earlier sorted in an increasing order, and after rotating it, what we have got? We have got an inflection point. Inflection point is a point where we get where the next element is smaller than the current element. So this is the inflection point in this rotated sorted array. So the next element of the 7 is smaller than the previous than the current element. So that means the next element is a minimum element in that sorted array, right? So we'll be using this fact to solve this question. In this case, the time complexity will also be big O of log n. So I think I've explained you this question in a concise manner. I hope you have got it. I'll recommend you to watch the previous video, which was regarding to search in a rotated sorted array, right? So thank you.